Good evening, my fellow Zimbabweans, brothers and sisters. This is your brother, Pastor Fry, from Witness of Truth. As we are in this season of celebrating our independence, I wish Zimbabwe a happy independence. But today, I'm not here to whisper. I'm not here to sugarcoat the truth. I'm not here to decorate the truth, but I'm here to speak it plainly. What is happening in our beloved country, it is not normal. Where people are celebrating a wrong thing. It is unacceptable and it must not be tolerated. My fellow Zimbabweans, Emmerson Mnangagwa and his Zanu PF have become the enemy of Zimbabweans. They have become the enemy of our democracy. Yes, Emmerson and Zanu PF become the enemies of Zimbabweans. Yes, Emmerson and Zanu PF become the enemy to our democracy. My people, democracy is not a slogan. It is not something that you mention in your speech while you are destroying it practically. Democracy is the will of people. Democracy is the power of people. Democracy is the right of people to choose what they want. Democracy is the right of people to say no. But what we are seeing today, it is opposite. That's why I'm saying Emmerson Mnangagwa and his ZANU-PF becomes an enemy to our democracy. They become an enemy to Zimbabweans. This is unacceptable. What are we seeing today? We are seeing leaders who are not acceptable. We are seeing leaders who are not accountable. We are seeing leaders who are not upholding the rule of law. We are seeing leaders who are corrupt. We are seeing leaders who are violating the human rights. We are seeing leaders who are busy manipulating the system so that they remain in power. This is unacceptable. When you see system being manipulated to protect power, not to protect people. Systems are being manipulated to protect power, not to protect people. When you see a change in the system to protect you to remain in power, you are not leading, but you are cheating the nation. When you silence your critics, when you silence the opposition, and you silence the citizens, you are not governing, but you are oppressing. When you fear elections, you are not democratic. When you change goalpost, fearing elections, you are not democratic. You are an enemy to democracy. Let us remember something that is very important. Zimbabweans, let us remember something that is very important. Zimbabwe was not born out of comfort zone. Zimbabwe was born out of sacrifice. Men and women gave their lives so that every Zimbabwean could have a voice. So that every Zimbabwe could choose their leader freely. So that they will never again would have power be imposed on the people. My people, that was a covenant. Not a covenant of control. Not a covenant of fear. But a covenant of freedom. So do not come today and use the liberation struggle to justify oppression. What we are seeing, there is misuse of liberation struggle just to justify oppression. My people, I'm saying to ZANU-PF, do not insult the blood that was shed by turning democracy into a tool for personal power. That is betrayal. Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF, what they are doing, they are betraying the blood that was shed by men and women who died to liberate this country. That is betrayal. Today we are being told to accept what is clearly wrong. People are being told to accept that is clearly wrong. We are being told to keep quiet. We are being told that Emmerson must finish his project. But let me say clearly to you, fellow Zimbabweans, this is not normal. It is not normal for a leader to cling on power with all cost. It is not normal to weaken institutions so that one man or one party remains in control. It is not normal to treat citizens like subjects instead of shareholders. We are the shareholders of Zimbabwe. My fellow Zimbabweans, you are a shareholder of Zimbabwe. Don't be treated like you are subjects. And we must refuse to normalize injustice. My fellow Zimbabweans, the greatest weapons of those who destroy democracy is not just force. It is fear. The greatest tool ZANU-PF and Mnangagwa are using, it is fear. They want you and me to be afraid to speak, afraid to question, afraid to stand up. Because the moment people loses their voice, power becomes absolute. But history has taught us something powerful. History has taught us something that is powerful. No system that stands against its people stands or survives forever. No leader who silences people rules forever. No party that betrays democracy lasts forever. So the question is not whether what is happening is wrong. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Zimbabweans, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to remain silent? For how long? Are we going to pretend that everything is fine? For how long? Are we going to allow our future, the future of our children, the future of our generation to be stolen? Are we going to stand up? Are we going to stand for this constitution? Are we going to stand for our rights? Are we going to stand for democracy? Let me be very clear, my brothers and my sisters. Let me be very clear. This is not about hatred. This is not about revenge. This is about justice. This is about truth of what is happening. This is about the future of Zimbabwe. We are not fighting individuals, but we are defending principles. But everyone, no matter who they are, we stand against those principles. Right now, Emmerson and Zanu PF are standing on the wrong side of our history. Emmerson Mnangagwa and his Zanu PF, they are standing on the wrong side of our history. And we should not remain silent. Fellow Zimbabweans, as you are seeing that Emmerson Mnangagwa and his Zanu PF government are standing on the wrong side of our history, your voice, it is matters. Your vote, it is matters. Your future, it is matters. Do not let everyone to convince you to know everything is right. Let me remind you, Zimbabweans, you are not powerless. You are not voiceless. But you are the foundation of this nation. And those in power, hear this clearly. You can delay democracy, but you cannot destroy it. You can silence individuals like the way that you are trying to silence us, but you cannot silence the nations forever. Yes, you can manipulate the system like the way Zanu PF and Emmerson Mnangagwa, the way that you are manipulating the system. But you cannot escape accountability because people are watching. People are seeing. History is watching. Justice is coming. It's just a matter of time. Justice is coming. Justice, it is coming. Fellow Zimbabwean, the time for silence is over. The time for fear is over. The time to defend our democracy is now. Let us stand together. Let us speak boldly. Let us refuse to surrender our rights because Zimbabwe belongs to people. Zimbabwe does not belong to Mnangagwa. Zimbabwe does not belong to Zanu PF, but Zimbabwe belongs to us, not to individual, not to a party, but to all of us. and no enemy of democracy. No matter how powerful you are, we will stand forever against the will of people. My fellow Zimbabweans, Emmerson Mnangagwa and Zanu PF government have become the enemy to our democracy. Emmerson Mnangagwa and his Zanu PF government have become the enemy to our democracy. My fellow Zimbabweans, your voice matters. God bless you. Share this message and subscribe. Thank you.